everyone, you are listening to the Manifesting Straight Talk podcast, and I'm your host, Rachel Chamley. I'm a mindset and manifesting coach from the UK, and I am here to ignite that fire inside of you. If you are a female entrepreneur or change maker, or just a woman that is wanting more from life, then you are in exactly the right place. I am going to give you my no-nonsense, straight-talking advice to manifesting and show you how to take your life to that next level. So if you're ready, dive in now. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's weekly manifesting forecast. I hope you're feeling a little bit more normal after last week's full moon. It was huge energy, but it was all about transformation. So it's all that stuff moving out to let in the new. So I hope you're doing that, and I hope you have some big goals set now for the rest of the year that you are going to actually bring in, you're going to attract. Now, I have 3 amazing cards for you to help with that energy. So take a nice deep breath and pick card 1, 2, or 3. Now, if you chose card 1, you've got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It is already happening. So I am guessing you might have picked the relax card last week because you might have been thinking, is it happening? Is it not? Blah, blah, blah. This card is coming in to say you are creating your best life and then some. Like, you have got to stop worrying. You've got to just get into the flow of course it's happening. Of course this is for me. Of course this is my life. Of course I deserve it. That is the big one. Let yourself know that you deserve all this amazing stuff that is coming, because it literally is. Every day is just getting better and better and better. It's like, how much better can this get? That is the energy of your life going forward. And that is a mantra that you need to adopt. Like, how better can this get? Like, this is amazing now. How much better can it get? So I want you to really just give in to the trust, the faith, everything this week. It's already happening. Your manifestations have been put out there. You have asked, you have asked, you have asked, and it is coming, it is coming, it is coming. And of course, it is all yours and you deserve it. So please, just relax, enjoy, and start having some damn fun, because this is where you are meant to be. This is your trajectory. You are getting better and better and better. And that is such an amazing card. So please enjoy it. Enjoy that feeling. Card number 2, you've got Star Mother. How can you heal yourself? So there's things been happening in your external world, and what you've been doing is putting a bit of like, why is that happening to me? Why is that happening again? What's this about? And there's a little bit of giving the responsibility and giving the power outwards. So you feel like things are happening to you, like you don't have that control over it. You don't have the insight into it. So things are just happening. You're out of control. You have no power over these events, but you do. So a big part of manifesting is you are the energy for everything that is created around you. So how that works is literally when things are happening outside of us, it's because energetically there's something inside of us that is off. So if you're seeing things that you don't like, you've got to look at how is that happening inside of you. So it might be that, you have a man in your life who isn't treating you the way that you want, isn't treating you the way that you deserve, isn't giving you the love that you deserve or the attention or whatever it is. So then you've got to look at, right, that's the situation. What's happening inside of me that reflects that out? So it's not saying that you are doing that to other people, but you're doing that in some way to yourself. So I want you to look at the external environment this week and go, right, how is this a reflection of what I'm doing inside? So I want you to start to look at, are you giving yourself the love that you deserve? Are you giving yourself the boundaries that you deserve? Are you feeding your energy, your body, the right things, the right nourishment, the right love? Are you seeing people outside of you treating you badly, not being so nice to you? And then inside, you're actually being as horrible, if not worse, to yourself than the other people are. And this is where it needs to change. If you're seeing people outside of you, talking badly about you, you've got to start to talk nicely inside. You've got to look at your inner critic and go, well, how is that speaking to me? How can I change that? And it might be someone's pushing the boundaries outside. Well, how are you pushing the boundaries for yourself? How are you not giving yourself the right love, the right boundaries, the right care? It's always an inside game. So we've got to understand what the gap is inside of us first, and then the outside rectifies. We've got no control of that problem outside, but we have, because it's a reflection of what's happening in us. So I really want you to think, where can you give yourself the love? Where can you be kinder to yourself this week? Where can you turn it inside? So if you're not getting it from the outside world, there's something missing where you're not giving it to yourself first. So try and do that this week. Try and give yourself that love. Try and give yourself that care. It's all an inside job. There is a meditation, a self-love meditation in my meditation vault. So if you haven't got that, I suggest you get that, do it daily, and really start to give yourself this self-love that you deserve. You really do. Now, card number 3, you've got boundaries. So you are feeling like everyone's pulling at you. You are so overwhelmed at the minute. You feel like you haven't got time for yourself. You haven't got time for your business. You haven't got time for your family. Like everything is just so overwhelmed. There's so much happening. And it's just because you need to set some better boundaries. You need to just get some more clarity around what you're doing. You need to maybe say no when you should be. Maybe you're saying yes constantly. So have a think of, are you trying to people please? Are you constantly saying yes when you should be saying no? How can you just set them energetic boundaries with people? And it might be that you need to start setting up in your day a place to recharge. You might need to give yourself that time just to set yourself up for the day properly. And you might just have to, create that space around you that makes yourself into that nice cocoon where you can work at your best. You've really got to think of, where do you need to start putting better boundaries in place? That could be telling people that, they're no good for you anymore. Like, thank you, but we're done. I don't mean that horrible, but you cannot keep clinging on to these old relationships, old things in your life that make you feel drained. So I want you to take a real stock check this week, anyone with this card. What is feeling heavy and low in your life now? What is dragging you down? What is making you feel flat? That is where you need to start, and you need to start looking at that list. It might be that you're spending too much time on social media. It might be that you're watching the news and it's depressing the hell out of you. It might be that you've got a friend that is just calling you constantly and she never listens to your advice, and you're sick of telling her, but you still answer the phone. There's all these things that could be draining your energy, and you need to find out what they are, because when you have these energy leaks, it stops you being in your highest vibration. And when you are in your highest vibration, that is where you manifest all the good stuff. So we need to start to get ourselves up to that high vibration again and let go of all the old stuff. We've got to start to think of ourselves as a balloon. A balloon's trying to rise up, but if it's coming out of all the bushes and the crap and that, it's going to have all this stuff hanging off it that you need to let go of. And that's what you need to do. You need to let go of all the old stuff, all the stuff you no longer need, all the stuff that shouldn't be there because it's not giving you energy. That's all things around you should be doing. They should be feeding you with energy. They shouldn't be depleting you. So time to put some big girl pants on this week and say no instead of saying yes all the time. So hopefully that has helped you. Now, these cards, these are really good. They're kind of guidance cards this week. They are telling you exactly what you need to do to move ahead. So, listen to these cards, actually take action off the back of them. That's the point. You've got to start to take this action. It's great when you're listening to these every week and you're like, yeah, that really resonates, but do the action off the back. So if you got a card that's like, you need to set better boundaries, or you need to give yourself more self-love, you need to start doing that. So hopefully they've helped you to do that and showed you which direction you need to go. And I will catch you next week for more weekly forecasts. Bye. I'm Rachel Chamley, and you've been listening to the Manifesting Straight Talk podcast. If you're not already following me on social media, make sure you come and find me on Instagram. I'm at Rachel Chamley, or come and join the Manifesting Straight Talk Facebook group. All my details are in the show notes, so you can catch me there. But I hope you've been left feeling inspired after this podcast. It was so much fun. Join me next time for another episode of Manifesting Straight Talk.